Locally, we've all realized, and I believe this is where sports is going now. I believe this to my core. There's a handful of people at the top of the charts, right? Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, whatever you think about them.
Right.
And they're going to move the needle on social media and whatever. Everybody else is just talking. And they're just saying things. And they're not informed. And it's frustrating to me because I do see the clicks and the this and the impressions and stuff.
Right.
The reality is, the fan, the consumer who's consuming sports media right now is more informed than they've ever been.
Right.
And they are picking like a buffet what they like and what they don't. And they are coming to places like 95.7 The Game because we watch every second over and over and over again. And we know our teams inside and out. And you know what? So do the fans. And they're discerning now.
And not only that, they know the history of this organization. They know everything that happened. Nobody misremembers Alex Smith. To call him a winner? I talk about his first ever game as a 49ers starting quarterback. Candlestick was half empty. Nobody gave a damn about Alex Smith. Why? Because we all knew Aaron Rodgers should have been the quarterback picked. We all knew Aaron Rodgers should have been wearing red and gold and not Alex Smith.
When he went to the Wikipedia page to research 49er history, was the Garcia page glued together?
Right.
What happened there?
Garcia, for some reason, and I get Garcia said some ridiculous things.
Again, he said some really bad things. I agree with that.
Garcia was a damn good 49er quarterback.
He was a great player.
He helped bridge that transition after Steve Young to get them back into the playoffs with Steve Mariucci. And I always believed they were another receiver away from being great. They made the second round of the playoffs, got smoked by Tampa Bay. They had T.O., and that's about it in the passing game. That was about it. So John McClain, I'm looking here in the Comcast Business Text line. John McClain, the same guy who still owes Shasky a steak of the Houston Chronicle, said that the team was split on Jimmy G. I don't even want to read that. I don't even care. You're listening on 857 The Game, KGMZ FM in AC West San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Download the Odyssey app and favorite 95.7 The Game for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. And don't forget that you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube and Twitch streams. Just log on and search 95.7 The Game. Kaepernick comes into the game. He loses the Super Bowl. The next year they go to the NFC Championship game. And then they fire Harbaugh and all hell broke loose, right? Yeah, Jim Tomsula, you had Chip Kelly, and everybody gets blown out. Everybody gets blown out. You had to start from scratch. You had to start from scratch. But this thing about Jimmy Garoppolo, or they haven't had a good quarterback since Jeff Garcia or Steve Young, it's just enough's enough. You cannot start your rant by saying this must be the most dysfunctional franchise in NFL history. Like the Dallas Cowboys don't exist. Like the New York Jets don't exist. Like the New York Giants don't exist. Like the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Urban Meyer saga didn't happen. All right? Like the Miami Dolphins haven't been popped for tampering left and right. Like the Arizona Cardinals, and we're going to watch them on Hard Knocks. The Cardinals are a mess. To come out there and say the Niners are the most dysfunctional franchise in NFL history, and you're a Jets fan. You're a Jets fan.
And I'm supposed to listen to what you got to say about one game in a monsoon about Trey Lance?
God bless those poor souls in New York City.
Could we agree on this? The first game could not have been better fodder for everyone who wants to be uninformed and snap to quick judgments. Like, didn't we all say to ourselves, it's going to take time. We got a rookie quarterback. We're gonna slowly build this thing up. And like one half of football in the rain, I could already see everybody's wheels turning.
Well, Mike Martz talking about he couldn't have played worse. Here's what Baldy said yesterday at the morning roast about Trey Lance's performance.
Well, he didn't lose the game for him. He didn't lose it. You like to see in the fourth quarter him be able to see Eddie Jackson, making that throw. But, there's a lot of guys that make that throw and don't see him. He made a great play. He's a really good free safety. But other than that, in those kind of conditions, he missed a throw to Tyler Kroft. It's old Shanahan play. They've been running that thing for 30 years now. If he runs it 8 more times, he probably, strikes, gold on 7 of the 8. He just overthrew him. But, he didn't lose the game. They didn't block well up front. They didn't run the ball well. Nobody could tell you the name of those defensive linemen for the Chicago Bears. This isn't a top 5 defense. And, there was a lot of 1- and 2-yard runs from that offense on Sunday.
Yeah, now, Damian, 510, I know what he said. The most dysfunctional franchise when it comes to quarterbacks is not even true. You see what the Oakland Raiders / Las Vegas Raiders gone through in the last 25 years? Like, the quarterback position, the New York Jets?
What about the Browns?
Oh, my God.
What about the Browns?
Go ask the guy with the jersey of all the days who's played quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Like, what are we...
I know.
Wow.
Well, and then somebody was asking, hey, what is the best statistical season of the last, since Steve Young, for example? What's the best statistical quarterback season? Do you know what it is?
Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you right now.
4,000 yards.
He in his first full season as a starter. By the way, 3 straight years of 16 started games.
Yep.
All right, 30 years old, Pro Bowl year. He threw, and this is so good, 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 4,300 yards. Back that up with 3,600 yards, 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Back that up with 21 touchdowns, it looks like 10 interceptions, 3,400 yards. Yep. 3 straight Pro Bowls. The team was 28-20, made the playoffs 2 straight years.
Yep. Lost a wild card game to Green Bay and Brett Favre. They're really in that game where Mike McKenzie tipped the ball to T.O.
And they were in salary cap hell.
They were.
But the point that I'm going at is that I think that 49er quarterbacks haven't been asked to throw the ball a lot, and this is the most pass-happy era we've ever seen. We haven't had a guy sling the ball all around. Right. Jimmy has been a great quarterback for this team.
He has.
No one denies that.
A really good 49er.
I think he's one of the best throwers of the football since Steve Young. I'd put him somewhere in the mix with Jeff Garcia. You think Jeff's better and a more complete player? I would probably agree with you. I think health factored into that a lot. I would love to have seen 2 straight healthy years from Jimmy.
Whether or not you believe Jimmy G is better than Jeff Garcia, that's another conversation. We all know he was better than Alex Smith as a 49er. You got to give Jimmy that.
Oh, he was.
Night and day.
He was.
Better 49er.
He was.
Colin Kaepernick, in those 2.5 seasons, was a better 49er than Alex Smith. It's a reason why Colin Kaepernick took his job mid-season.
And it was the right move.
It was totally the right move.
I get so nauseated seeing all the, like, Mike Martz coming on this station saying Trey's ready to go, uninformed, and then the very next week saying that, the kid's not good enough. There's nothing I saw that I like.
Worse.
Is there any consistency on opinions? At least when you make a mistake, like how many times have I been wrong on something? I'll raise my hand.
I raise my hand.
And I'll say, you know what, I was wrong. And I sit here and we take calls. And we will fess up to being crucified on there.
I'm wrong all the time.
100%. I didn't know that Andrew Wiggins would do what he did. I didn't know that Draymond Green. I wanted to ship Draymond Green out for Ben Simmons? I was wrong. Draymond had a great year, got hurt a little in the middle, and then came back, had some horrible finals games, and had maybe the most signature Draymond performance he could possibly have in the finals as they're hoisting their 4th championship.
Joe, slow your roll, Pimpin'.
I'm sorry, Draymond. I was wrong, but I man up to it.
We all man up to it. But to say that he couldn't have played worse, and Baldy just say, hey, you can't put that game on Trey Lance. Well, I was at that game. You can't put that game on Trey Lance in a monsoon. And a lot of people were hitting me up. I didn't see that it factor with Trey Lance. Did we see the it factor with Russell Wilson his first game as a Seattle Seahawks quarterback? Did we see the it factor with Ben Roethlisberger when he first put on his Pittsburgh Steelers uniform? Right? Did we see an it factor with Tom Brady when he first quarterbacked the New England Patriots? All right? Did we see an it factor there? No. It takes time. You're not going to get a Mahomes every single day. Like Mahomes is Josh Allen. You're a big Josh Allen fan, Shasky.
I love Josh. I was to be fair. I've been wrong on a lot of quarterbacks. I like Tua. I love Tua.
I love Tua. I felt about Tua.
He looks very mediocre. Like, I'll admit that.
How did I feel about Tua?
I saw him at Wyoming, and I tweeted it out in 2016.
Right.
Him and Brian Allen are NFL caliber players, and I think that was the running back. I think Josh Allen could be a star.
But how about this? What was Josh Allen's numbers his first year?
He threw for 54% completion rate. He didn't come into a game until it was 40-2 or 40-3. He came, that was his first ever appearance, and he threw a bunch of picks. Right? It took time.
Didn't have that it factor, right?
And he went to junior college, okay? Yep. Went to junior college.
Reedley Junior College.
And then bounced around and had to play. Like, he's a small college player, all right? Small college player who needed to develop in real time. You need the repetitions.
But now look at Josh Allen.
B, from a small school, is there anyone who has more physical gifts? If we were just listing the physical gifts in the NFL, is there a guy with more physical gifts than him?
Right now?
6'6",
I know,
240, runs like the wind.
Well, not since Big Ben, right?
Can throw a ball through a brick wall.
Ben Roethlisberger, Miami of Ohio.
He's more talented than Cam Newton, who went number 1 overall.
Wow.
And I thought Cam might have the most talent. I don't know about throwing the ball, but he still had a good arm on the deep ball. He has more talent than anyone.
So Josh Allen was 5-6 as a starter his rookie season, 52.8% completion percentage, 52.8. Next season, second year, 58.8. All right, as a starter, 10-6. We're not saying that Trey Lance is going to be Josh Allen, but it took Josh Allen time. And now you go around America. Even our program director Matt Higgins tweeted, There's not a player I'd rather have in the NFL than Josh Allen. I'm starting my team with Josh Allen. There's people who would take Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes right
if
now.
you told me Andy Reid was coaching Josh Allen, I might go there. But for now, I'm still going with Mahomes.
But Josh
out of respect for Mahomes.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who would take Josh Allen.
So
I
why
don't
can't
disagree.
why can't we be patient with Trey Lance?
Because we refuse to be patient. Because this team's a winning team, and they have to win. They were 3-5 last year, and the season was going down the drain.
Right. Let's go to Austin in the Bay Area. He's on the roast here on 95.7 The Game. What's up, Austin?
Yeah, no, much. Good morning. Look, I'm gonna touch in on this. If we got to be patient, why start Trey Lance now? Like, y'all said it yourself. Kaepernick started in the mid-season. You might as well let the best players.
Well, I think that the Kaepernick situation was very unique.
Austin, you believe Jimmy G right now is the best quarterback on this football team?
I'm not counting the first game, but yes, I do believe he's the best quarterback. I mean, y'all said it yourselves. Alex Smith got us halfway there in the mid-season. Then y'all put the actual best position in there for Kaepernick to be in the game. That's the cool. Same thing for Jimmy G. I mean, we're not trying to throw the season away. It doesn't make any sense to start him right now.
But they started. Wait, can I ask you a question? They didn't start the kid at all last year, and they needed must-win games in the 16th, 17th, and 18th week of the season just to back into the playoffs. Right? So we're acting like this team was 13-4 last year, and they were the number 1 seed, and that all they had to do, they barely got out of Dallas with a win because of the quarterback play. Yep. They barely got out of Lambeau with a win with 0 offensive touchdowns, and they didn't do anything offensively in the final quarter and a half of the NFC Championship game. At some point, they have to let the kid play to see what he is. At some point, they had to put Debo on the field to see what he was. Yep. Remember how bad the wide receivers were in 2019?
And Debo's a rookie, and he came on.
And look where we're at now. We feel better about the wide receivers.
And now the players voted him a top 20 player in the league.